One of the most tragic and heartbreaking scenes in Magnificent Century is the death of Luka, a tragedy in which Hurrem unwillingly played a role. Ibrahim Pasha forced Hurrem into a terrible choice. He declared that only one of them would leave that room alive. Then he took a piece of Turkish delight, soaked it with poison, and began describing in detail how the poison would work. According to him, it would first paralyze the body and then cause unbearable agony. The victim's lungs would fail under the pressure, blood would fill the mouth, and the person would ultimately choke on their own blood. Hurrem begged him to spare at least her children, but Ibrahim remained unmoved. He reminded her that he had warned her long ago that the day of her downfall would eventually come. In his eyes, no one had the right to stand between him and the Sultan. Seeing Hurrem's suffering, Luka begged Ibrahim to kill him and stop tormenting her. But Ibrahim ordered him to be silent. After all, Luka was never his true target. His real goal was to destroy Hurrem. At first glance, it may seem that Hurrem had a choice. But did she really? If she had told the Sultan the truth about Luka, she would have been forced to reveal a part of her past that she had kept hidden for years. In the world of the Ottoman court, the consequences could have been disastrous not only for her, but also for her children. Hurrem understood that she was risking their future, and perhaps even their lives. In reality, she was choosing between the life of one man and the safety of her children. No matter what decision she made, it was a horrific choice. But there is another question that has always fascinated me. Why did the Sultan never learn the truth? He was nearby the entire time. Events of such importance were unfolding right under his nose, yet he remained completely unaware. It seems strange for a ruler known as the master of the world. How do you think Ibrahim managed to dispose of Luka's body and silence any possible witnesses without the Sultan discovering what had happened? Did the Grand Vizier truly possess so much power that he could conceal a crime of this magnitude? Luka was more than just a man from Hurrem's past. He knew her long before the palace, before power, and before she became Hurrem's Sultan. His death symbolized the final severing of all ties to Alexandra's former life. But perhaps it was on that very day that Ibrahim Pasha signed his own death warrant. By forcing Hurrem to endure such a tragedy, he created an enemy who would never forget and never forgive. Years later, that rivalry would contribute to the downfall of one of the most powerful men in the Ottoman Empire.